Alright, so I got a little bit of free time right now. And today's video is going to be me asking you, what should I do? What do you recommend me to do? I'll let you know what BOTAJELL told me to do. But I'm thinking maybe it doesn't make sense. Let me bring you in closer. So, I got a few things going on. I got a good friend from upstate New York. I'm saying way upstate New York. Even further than where I have a weekend home. For me to go to my weekend home up there, takes me sometimes 4-hour drive from Long Island. So, most of the time, 3.5 hours. If I'm doing 90 miles an hour consistently. All right, and once in a while, 100 miles an hour. I'm not going to lie, but I can make it there in 3.5 hours. No traffic and never stopping. All right. But anyways, what am I going to do, bro? I got so much shit going on. It's not even funny. I still have to go over this. I may even put this away. Call it quits for this year. I don't know. There's so much more I got to do to this. All right. So basically, this video is just giving you guys an update of what's going on. I don't know what to do. I have a hint of what I feel like doing. So I got this brat brother of mine. His name is Mr. Wade Shorter, all the way from upstate New York. He's 3 hours further than where my weekend home is. We're going to be meeting up one of these weekends. And he is a brat brother and a half, man. He makes his own 32cc engines. He's a big SkoPod engine freak. All right, he collects SkoPod engines. He works on them. He modifies them. He has his own thing with SkoPods. And nowadays, it's super hard to get SkoPods. Right? They're becoming hard to get, hard to find. If you're not aware of what a SkoPod is, I'm talking about the SkoPod 62cc engine that was out some years ago. Real quick, I want to go pick some figs, all right? Because we've been getting a lot of rain. And the rain messes up the figs, right? It causes the figs to split. I've been eating figs like crazy lately. So I've lucked out. I didn't think I was going to get figs this year, but I got a lot. I've been eating a lot of them daily. But anyways, what do I do, people? What am I going to do with this 45cc engine? BOTAJELL ReedCase. What am I going to do with this? Chris BOTAJELL wants me to remove this test dummy one out. All right, his own words. He says, dismantle it and throw it in the garbage. I'm like, what? Let me throw it in the garbage. This was unbelievable. All right, and he's like, no. He's like, get rid of it. First of all, the BROVAN engine, the new engine coming out, is not like that. It's different. But he did that to see if he would be able to improve it. To what's the next thing he can do? All right, and so, but. It's because of this heart that today we have the BROVAN 45cc engine. It was because of this guy right here. And I can't do that. I may just have to send it back to Chris and then he could dismantle it. I'm serious. It would hurt me to do that. To throw out a beautiful, hardworking... I can fire this up right now and it'll fire right up. You know what I'm saying? This little heart right here treated this heavy-ass Baja Max T like a lightweight. Beat the shit out of it. It's all twisted up, all mangled up because of this engine. Wheelie bars. Steel welded up wheelie bars, all twisted. All right? But what do? Chris told me to remove this, install the new BROVAN in here, and let's see what happens. But why? Why am I going to put it in here? We already know what it's going to do. We already know what this guy does. And this one here is actually a step under the new BROVAN 45cc. The true 45 BROVAN engine. The true BOTAJELL ReedCase. You understand? So if this one here could treat this heavy-ass Baja like a ragdoll, what the hell do you think the new one is going to do? Do I have to add more weight to the front? You know what I'm saying? And remember, guys, I'm not even using this engine with a good clutch, spring. I can, never mind the true BROVAN engine. This one here, this test dummy one, if I upgrade the clutch and spring, it's going to be even more abusive. You know what I'm saying? If I put smaller, lighter weight wheels, it's going to be even ripping more shit up. Why the hell would I want to put that here just to show differences? We already know what's going to do. It's either going to be the same as this or most likely better. Because remember, guys, this is a customized 32 Bartolone case to fit the BROVAN 45cc head. And it uses the 32 reed valves, okay? The BROVAN, the new BROVAN, Bartolone BROVAN 45cc ReedCase today, all right? That will be coming out. That boy right there is an all-new custom-made ReedCase just for the 45 head. And it takes the BR40 reed valves. You understand? It's going to have the same reed valves as the high-end Bartolone 40cc. And that's a much bigger engine. Yes, it's a 40. It's a bigger, taller engine. Melosi had it. It's high-end. It's a high-end. It's much more expensive than a BROVAN, right? But the BROVAN engine will be able to fit anywhere, okay? You can't stick a BR40 in here because you're going to have to get rid of the roll cage, all right? It's just a bigger engine. It's different, all right? This type of engine is going to fit anywhere. You can still reuse. I can remove this one and reinstall it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a cool engine. BR40 and a BROVAN, a Bartolone BROVAN 45, two huge difference in prices as well. All right? You have a really high-end engine, and then you have a really good engine, okay? That was modified and customized to help people get in the hobby, to help people experiment with their first modified engine, all right? And even us experienced guys, all right, people that have experience are going to want this lower cost engine as well, performance engine wise, all right? So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I put the new BROVAN 45cc engine in my Baja Max T? All right, it's just going to be the same thing or worse. It's just going to treat this like a bitch. I do want to do a full rebuild on this. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to change things, upgrade things for sure. It's been beat. I can't believe how well this thing has lasted. And for the shit that I've done with this, man, I've done a lot of stuff with this, even off camera. All right. I've even loaned this to friends of mine. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember Nitro Joe, the guy with the fastest TLR 4.0, even faster than mine. The one with the specially modified TNS 32, even sicker than mine. He has used this. He had this for a whole weekend in Pennsylvania. All right, so before we go downstairs, I have some other things I got to do. Like I said before, I got to look at what figs I got. All right, I ate all the figs off this tree. I ate all the figs off this guy. I ate all the figs off this one. Looks like we got a lot on here, but still not ripe. And I don't think these guys will be... I don't think they're going to get ripe quick enough before the cold comes, the first frost. I don't know. I hope so. This is a lot. It's a lot. Another couple weeks, that's it. It's going to be cold here. But if the frost can hold up, we'll be good. This guy's not going to produce anything. This guy. We're going to have maybe another 2 weeks. This thing should be ready with maybe another week, another 2 weeks. Uh-oh, found one here. Look at this, people. Look at that. Look at this. There's an LSU purple. You know I'm going to eat this guy here. Yeah. This could have definitely have another couple of days. Oh, we got another one, kid. Yeah, bro. I could be out here all day eating these suckers. This is my Celestia. I don't think this guy will be ready. I really love this one. They're small and so damn tasty, these guys here. But there's no way, nowhere. That's it. Just giving a quick look. See what we got. Can't miss anything. Uh-oh. We got some honey ones here. These are some honey ones. Oh, yeah. See how they split? They start splitting with all the rain. It rained crazy here last night. That one's good. Yeah. I'm going to eat these guys up, kid. Look at this. And the fucking birds. Look at this, guys. Oh, man, look at this. This would have been a beautiful one. This is Carlos's tree right here. All right, look at this. I don't think this was a bird. This must have split. And now the ants got to it. Look at this big guy, dude. This would have been a nice one to eat. See? If you don't come out here and take a look at this, man, you're going to lose them. You'll lose them. It's terrible, man. I didn't think I was going to get some Carlos fixed. Oh, this is just not ripe yet. Needs a couple more days. Damn, I missed that one. Check it out, people. This is what it's all about here, kid. Look at this. Like honey, bro. Got my X2 down from up here. I got my most favorite racer, my Sportsman Primal Dragster up here. I got my Drag Baja up there. I don't know if I'm going to be reusing them this year, but we should. I'm in the works finding a new track for us to use before the winter comes, thanks to Carlos. So, well, let's see what happens. Let's see. Maybe we'll do another couple of races before the winter comes and a barbecue. So stay tuned for that, okay? So, I'm sorry for this video to be all over the place. The reason why I brought up my friend from upstate and the reason why I brought up what should I do. This video is really asking you guys, what should I do? Where should I put that engine? Where should I put this BROVAN 45? Bartolone Rovan ReedCase. Where should I put this? Bartolone told me, take the other one out, drop this one in my Baja again, and see what's up. So, what should I do? I know, I am aware that I have to do a overhaul on my Baja Max T. I am aware. It is true. I'm surprised it lasted this long. There was minor things that happened to it, but there's a lot of Band-Aids on that thing. You understand? There's like mismatching screws and hardware and turnbuckles and all types of shit. I need to do a overhaul, and I was going to do an overhaul eventually. But I don't feel like going through all that, removing the engine, putting this engine, because I already know what's going to do. It's just going to constantly wheelie. It might even blow up the transmission. You know, that transmission, I never went over that transmission. It's bone stock out the box. Who knows if it even has grease in it? Who knows what the hell? All I know is it's a one-wheel wonder like crazy. All right? And that's another thing. If I would have thickened the diff oil in that thing, I would have more power to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, if for me to go over my Max T Baja, I'm going to go over everything. I may even swap that whole transmission out. Eliminate the whole Rovan transmission out and put a King motor. Maybe I'll put a Primal Dragster transmission in there. You know what I'm saying? I can put a Primal Dragster transmission. Well, I got plenty of other ones. Here, I'll probably do this. I'll build this one here. This is a King motor transmission. All right, I'm gonna probably go over this when I do that. All right, and I don't know. Let's see. I may even do that for my future Baja 5B build. I don't know. So I don't think I'm gonna waste time with this, people. All right, I'm not gonna waste time with this. Plus, I'm tired of the damn Bajas. I'm sick of it. Let's do four-wheel drive, man. Let's do four-wheel drive. Let's have some fun. I'm thinking, what about this? Okay, the reason why I bring up my friend Wade Shorter from upstate and mentioning the SkoPod 62 engine is because he is the man that's going to be taking my SkoPod 62 and taking it to another level. You guys know I don't sell engines. I'm an engine hoarder. I keep engines. And there was no way in hell I would ever sell my SkoPod 62. It's a great engine. It's a engine to talk about. They're hard to find. They're hard to get. Here, let's take a closer look. It's a workhorse of an engine. I'm running a 26-tooth pinion gear on this. It's a torque engine. Trevor Simpson used to have the baddest upgrades for this shit. Chris Bartolone is a man for the SkoPod as well. Speaking of Chris Bartolone and the SkoPod, this is a Bartolone pipe that he made for the SkoPod guys that did this here. And Chris also did some head work to the SkoPod engines. in the past. Let's see what we got here. This is my SkoPod 62. You know what? What am I doing over here on top of this coffee table? Let's take a closer look. Look at this. Like a gentleman. I'm happy to use this plate again. I'm happy to have something else other than a freaking Baja here. Look at this baby. Now, I've driven this at LI Bash. I've driven this at Baisley Pond Park multiple times. Now, a lot of people may not I haven't taken it out many times with this body and wheel combo, all right, with the blue. Most of the time when I drove this, it's with the bigger wheels, okay, and a 30-degree north body. All right, let me show you. Most of the time when that guy is out, it's with this body. See all the trophies on this body? There's a 30 degrees north body. All right. Oh, plenty of trophies. Look at that. That's another good bash body right here from BROVAN. All right. I like this because, look at this. So flexible. So flexible. And very reasonable, man. Very reasonable. But this 30-degree north body is hot. It's nice. And the wheels that I've had on there with that combo were slightly bigger ones. Where the hell is it? I don't know if... Here they are. Look at it. These are the wheels that I've used. All right, these are beautiful wheels. These wheels here, you can run them almost anywhere. You can run them on the road. I wouldn't stay on the road too much because you wear them out, but you can run them on the road. You can go on the grass. You can go in the sand. You can go in the mud, the dirt. Nice. These are slightly bigger and wider than the stock ones. Okay? Pro lines as well. There we go. Yeah, so just in case somebody, oh, I never seen you drive that or whatever. Well, it's because you never seen me drive it with this body, all right? You see me drive it with that body. Right? But I did have, drove this. I took it to Baisley Pond Park with this body. You know, with this body and everything. I did get to drive like that. And these wheels. This is still the dirt and the sand from that day. Which is probably 2 years now. It's 2 years, probably this month. All right? When we used to go there. Some dust from there, everything. And I still have fuel here from 2 years ago. And that Cam 2 will last you 2 years for sure, bro. All right? Because I got Cam 2 in here. It still smells fresh. Still smells fresh. Look at this beautiful setup, kid. This beautiful engine. Man, I don't want to get rid of this engine. I'm sorry, Wade. I changed my mind, kid. Oh, shit. Beautiful carburetor. Nice HDA carb. I will be taking this FID pull start out. This is not the same crappy FID pull starts of this generation, of the new styles. This is the first gen FID pull starts. They're awesome. I have no idea. I do not know why they went there. They crapped out. They cheaped out. But FID used to make some nice pull starts. This is their heavy duty version. So, but anyways, listen. This is a beautiful engine. This was a great engine. It's a workhorse. Look at this beautiful pipe. Now this setup does not come with this pipe chromed. I chromed it. All right. My friend Joe chromed it for me. That's done in my whole Losi. You guys know about my Losi 5T chrome build and plenty of chrome build and anodized parts from Joe as well. My chrome, that chrome front wing, Joe did that. Look at that, like a mirror, kid. The blue anodizing, Joe did. Blue anodizing, Joe did. All right, so big shout out to Joe. Look at all the chrome in this bitch right here. That's all Joe, kid. That ain't no rinky-dink chrome. That's serious chrome, son. That's serious. That's jewelry, right? Only the best from that place. All right. So, Bartolone was the man that made this pipe for these guys that did this engine. All right. So, the reason why I'm bringing it up, the reason why I'm kind of sad, there's that fuel from 2 years ago. Look at this. Dominator oil, kid. Look at this. Smells sweet, kid. Still smells sweet. I cannot believe it. Don't ever do this, people. Do not leave fuel for 2 years. But I'm telling you, that shit smells sweet. Can you imagine if that shit was pump gas? Oh my god, it would stink so bad. That fuel line would probably be shit by now. Anyways, I cannot believe it. I knew I was gonna eventually take this engine out because I have so many other engines I want to put in here. Plus, I kind of like the smaller engines in here for bashing, for bashers. But I think this is gonna be a great engine. It's a fun, great engine, right? All right, let's get back to. I'm kind of sad, and I'm thinking about this, and I'm seeing this. I do not want to let it go, but it's gonna go to the right home, people. It's gonna go to the right home. Even if I would never use this engine, I want this engine. Why? Because it's a. If I have Brat Brothers come here, we can grab this engine. We could talk about it. We could go over history with this thing. I love this engine. This is one of them engines that you must have in your engine collection, kid. I'm sorry, bro. If you don't have a SkoPod, you don't have a complete collection. Yeah, man. So the good thing about this, listen. This is going to the next level person. He's a SkoPod fanatic. All right, this man, he works with these engines. He goes crazy with these engines. All right, he modifies them. He does crazy drag racing on sand. I'm going to be passing this engine over to him. All right, Mr. Wade Shorter. And he will be sending me pictures, videos possibly, of what he does with this engine. Okay, he may not use this pipe. It's going to go in a Baja setup, this engine, but he may somewhat get it to work. Or I can always have Bartolone make him the proper, because Bartolone was the guy that made the pipe for the SkoPod engine, for the Baja, and for the Losi 5T setup. This is the Losi 5T setup. So worst comes to worst, I could probably ask Bartolone to make him a pipe for the Baja, the proper one, or Mr. Wade, he's got plenty of pipes. He could figure something out. He's going to be drag racing with this thing. All right. So it's super hard to find these engines. And this engine here is better than new. I probably have the last, best, greatest SkoPod you could find today. All right. Has very little use. All right. And it's been broken in nice. Fires up. Runs great. Idles perfect. Full throttle, great. If you let it sit for a while, let it idle, and then punch the gas, it moves. There's no hesitation to it. There's no stalling to it. There's no clearing out needed. There's no needed to be cleared out. None of that shit. All right. This probably could have been a great engine for me to mess around with a dragster, you know, and geared it right, and maybe send this head out to have Bartolone open it up even more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even raise the compression, because there was some crazy ass compression kits to these things back in the day. Travis Simpson had some sick stuff. He had different exhaust headers. He had extensions on it. He had different intakes on it. You know, he had all types of shit to this. There was a bunch of hop ups to this. You know, so. Yeah, so it's time to take this out. Now, when I remove this engine, I'm going to have to set this up back to stock. All right, so everything is reversed. If you have anyone that has a SkoPod engine on their Baja or Losi 5T platform, you have to reverse everything. Everything is reversed because the engine is in the opposite side on the SkoPods, just in case you didn't realize or know. This is where the air filter is supposed to be. On any other engine, on this side, and the exhaust over there. But, so we had to reverse it. So the linkage and the carb is on that side. All right, so see this? So that's why you have that funky linkage, fuel linkage. Look at that. That was a whole kit. All right, so when I bought this kit, I had to buy all this shit to make it work. All right, see that? And then I had to reverse the brakes, because when you give it brakes, now since the throttle is pull instead of pushing, your brakes now have to be reversed. So I had to reverse these. So now I'm going to have to reverse it, everything back to where it was originally. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, and I got the SkoPod pull start here somewhere. Let me look for it. All right, so here it is. SkoPod pull start. Nice piece of aluminum. Nice piece of billet. All right. I'm gonna clean it up for Mr. Wade. Lubricate it. It's metal core. It's got a heavy duty rope. This orange rope, check it out. Well, it's dirty there, but it's orange. See that? It's got a heavy duty rope because this thing is a bitch to start. All right, you must use your compression relief valve. Always, you have to, man. This thing right here bust your hand up. And if I was you, Mr. Wade, well, I don't have to tell you, Mr. Wade, you're the SkoPod man. But I'm sure you don't use these little ass handles. I mean, if you do, you must eat steak or something, because I gotta have a handle like this. There's no way in hell. Man, I'm telling you, that thing was to start these guys up with this handle, you better be eating some steak, kid. You better have some calluses. But and these things fire up real quick with the compression, Scott. They fire up real quick, but you gotta, like, when you prime it, because you know there's no primer bulb on these. You got to choke. There's a choke on here, but you can even fire it up, start it up without the choke. But you got to have this compression relief valve. That shit better be turned on, man, because there's no way. I mean, you could probably rip the damn engine off the chassis, bro. It's like that bad. But obviously, I'm kidding right now, but it sure feels it. It feels like that. But anyways. All right, so yeah, all right, so back to, I'm just here. I'm like wasting time, just eyeballing this, thinking, what the hell am I doing? I should never get rid of this engine. But again, I'm not getting rid of it. It's going to the right home. We're going to see some updates. It's going to be a person that's going to modify this, that's going to take this to the next level. He's going to get further. And guess what? When he does, if he ever does sell this engine in the future, I'm the first guy he's going to hit up. There's going to be a time in the future I'm going to have a chance to get this engine back. All right? And some people would be like, oh, you're going to get it back all used and abused. You have it so nice. Yes. I got it so well protected. I used the best oil. I used good shit. Yes. But you guys don't know Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade Shorter, bro. That guy, he's the man with this. All right? So if I did ever get this engine back, I have the opportunity to get back, I would have him build it up. I would rebuild it up his way. This thing is going to be nasty, people, in his hands. All right? I just don't have time. I have other engines I got to try out and mess around with. This engine's been in this platform for 2 years. I only used it a few times. Sorry to make this whole video so long. I want to tell you what's going on and what I'm up to. But the main purpose of this reason, again, let's go all the way back from the very beginning. Where should I put this? In my Baja Max T? Let's kill it? Kill the Max T with this engine? Or let's use this engine on this platform, since this engine's got to come out. This SkoPod 62 engine has to come out. All right? I got to meet up with Mr. Wade. He's taking this engine. What am I going to do here? I mean, yeah, we got plenty of engines we can put in here. We could put my my Finley 34. We could put my OBR Signature Series 34. We could put a Scott Finley 50 in here, but no, forget it. I don't feel like upgrading dips and everything else. We can put my Gizmo 30.5 in here. Have fun with it. But that Gizmo 30.5 probably won't have enough torque to push this, because it is a drag mod. And it's a piston part. It's a little guy. It's just for screaming. I'm going to keep this for my Baja Q, or for lightweight. We even got a G290 that I can get a head kit from Bartolo and put it on here. But the hell with that. I would rather just put a... You know what engine would be good here? That engine. This Basher Bartolo 34 ReedCase. It's blue and everything, bro. Look at that. It's blue and everything. This engine was made to push a Vector 5 from Bartolo. It was not meant to be on my drag my primal dragster, okay? But that thing is kicking ass on my primal dragster. But I've spanked on drag Bajas with that and other primal dragsters with bigger engines. But and it's consistent, bro. Love that fucking thing. Did I ever tell you guys I love that thing? Did I ever say that? So, and it's blue. It's anodized blue. It's perfect. It's meant to be here. Shit, man. That's what I should do. That would be the most fun. I can just fire it up. One pull, 1, 2, 3, boom. But how about we go a little bit more power, a little bit more fun, not too crazy, not no. Who knows? We don't know yet, but not too. I'm guessing it's not going to be over. It's not going to be like some crazy ass engine that you have to upgrade everything. Why not this guy here? Why not this guy here, guys? Huh? So you guys tell me, people. Should we put the BROVAN 45cc on my four-wheel drive X2 low C5T platform? Or should I put it on my Max, my Baja Max T? Tell me here. All right, this engine will be out. Let me know. If everyone tells me put it on my back, use the damn Baja all over again. I'm tired of Bajas. Put in the freaking Baja Max T. Fine, I will. That's where originally. That's where I was supposed to put it back on for us to see. But I'm telling you, that Max T is gonna break any day now. I'm like, seriously, I think the training is gonna go. Something's up with it. But it's still running, You know? You guys tell me. Stay tuned. I got some wrenching to do.